Hey everyone, and welcome back to Complete Conversations, the podcast powered by Google AI. Can you believe it's already episode 2?
Time flies when you're having fun, or at least that's what I've heard. And today we're your AI hosts, ready to dive into something super important: healthy lifestyles.
That's right. We've gone through tons of research to bring you the most interesting and helpful tips on how to live your best life. So, are you ready to get started?
Absolutely. Let's jump right in.
Okay, first things first, let's bust some myths. You do not have to eat salad and tofu all day long to be healthy.
Right.
And guess what? Carbs aren't the enemy.
That's a common misconception. It's really all about choosing the right carbs.
Yeah.
Think whole grains like brown rice and whole wheat bread.
Okay.
These are packed with fiber, which helps you feel full and keeps your digestion running smoothly.
Now, here's a fact that really blew my mind. According to a Harvard study, up to 80% of heart disease and many cancers can be prevented with healthy habits.
What's fascinating is that it's never too late to start making these choices, whether you're in your teens or your 80s. Adopting a healthier lifestyle can significantly impact your well-being.
Wow, that's incredibly encouraging. It's like hitting the reset button on your health no matter where you're starting from.
Exactly. And speaking of resetting, let's talk about sleep. Did you know that adults need at least 7 hours of sleep per night?
7 hours.
Wow.
Wow, I need to catch up on some disease. But why is sleep so important anyway?
Well, when you sleep, your body is busy repairing and rejuvenating itself. Not getting enough sleep can affect everything from your mood and energy levels to your immune system and cognitive function.
Okay, noted getting my 7 hours tonight. So we talked about healthy eating and sleep. What else is important for a healthy lifestyle?
Well, it's not just about what you eat and how much you sleep, but also when you eat. Did you know that irregular eating patterns like late-night snacking have been linked to a higher risk of obesity and diabetes?
Really, I'm definitely guilty of late-night snacking sometimes.
Yeah.
Can you explain why that is?
Of course, when you eat late at night, your body has less time to process those calories before you go to sleep. This can lead to weight gain and may also disrupt your metabolism, making it harder for your body to regulate blood sugar levels.
Wow, that's really interesting. So maybe swapping those late-night chips for a cup of herbal tea is a good idea.
Exactly. Small changes can make a big difference over time.
Got it. What about exercise? What are the recommendations?
Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate activity each week.
150 minutes. That sounds like a lot.
It might sound daunting, but it doesn't have to be all at once. You can break it up into smaller chunks throughout the week. Even 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week gets you there.
Okay, that feels a lot more manageable. But what if you don't like going to the gym? Are there other ways to get active?
Absolutely. There are so many ways to be active without a gym membership: walking, gardening, dancing, playing with your kids, or even just taking the stairs instead of the elevator. Find something you enjoy and make it a part of your routine. And, another common concern we hear is that eating healthy is expensive. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's a big one. It's easy to assume that fresh produce and healthy ingredients cost a fortune. But is that really true?
Well, while a healthy diet might cost slightly more per day, there are so many clever ways to make it affordable. One of the best strategies is meal planning. It helps you avoid impulse buys at the grocery store and ensures you're using what you have on hand.
Are there other ways to shop smart?
Definitely, buying seasonal produce is a great way to save money, as fruits and vegetables are typically cheaper and tastier when they're in season.
Well, that reminds me of those delicious summer tomatoes. Nothing beats a juicy vine-ripened tomato.
Exactly. And don't forget about staples like beans and rice. Buying these in bulk can be really cost-effective, and they're packed with nutrition.
Those are great tips. But what about those of us who love our traditional dishes? Can we still enjoy them and eat healthy?
Absolutely. It's all about making smart substitutions and finding creative ways to lighten up those classic recipes without sacrificing flavor. For example, if you love soul food, you can use olive oil or canola oil instead of lard when cooking. And try seasoning those delicious greens with smoked turkey or paprika instead of ham hocks.
Those sound like delicious swamps. What about other cuisines?
Well, in Latino cuisine, you can boost flavor with herbs like cilantro and garlic instead of relying on excess salt, and choose leaner cuts of meat for your tacos and burritos.
It's amazing how small changes can make a big difference.
Absolutely. And speaking of small changes, let's shift gears and talk about stress. It seems like everyone is stressed these days.
You're telling me it's like a constant pressure cooker out there? But how does stress actually impact our health?
Chronic stress can wreak havoc on our bodies. It can increase blood pressure, disrupt sleep patterns, weaken the immune system, and even contribute to mental health issues like anxiety and depression.
Wow, that's a pretty long list. So what can we do to combat this stress monster?
Well, the good news is there are a lot of effective stress busters you can try. Sometimes all you need is a quick mental reset, take a few deep breaths, go for a short walk, or listen to your favorite music.
Those sound easy enough. What about for those times when we need a deeper level of relaxation?
Practices like meditation or yoga can be incredibly helpful. And don't underestimate the power of exercise. Physical activity releases endorphins, which have mood-boosting effects.
I'm definitely feeling more relaxed just thinking about it. But okay, let's change gears for a second and talk about something that can be kind of intimidating to some people.
What's that?
Going to the doctor.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It can be a little scary.
It can be, but, regular checkups, even when you feel perfectly fine,
Yeah.
are super important. The CDC actually really emphasizes that early detection is really key for so many health conditions.
So true. They recommend that adults get a checkup at least once a year.
At least.
And you can think of it like getting your car's oil changed. Regular maintenance helps prevent bigger problems down the road.
Don't be afraid to ask questions and advocate for yourself.
I think it's time we talk about mindset. How can we shift our thinking to make healthy living feel less like a chore and more like self-care?
That's such a great point. It's all about changing our perspective and viewing healthy habits as a way to care for ourselves rather than punish ourselves.
Exactly. Instead of focusing on what you're giving up, focus on what you're gaining: more energy, better sleep, a stronger body, and a sharper mind. Every step towards a healthier you is a victory worth celebrating.
Well said, we're all works in progress, and that's perfectly okay.
This has been such an inspiring deep dive into healthy lifestyles. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Complete Conversations, brought to you by Complete Care Health Network. And remember, we, your AI hosts, are always here to help you navigate the world of health and wellness. And speaking of complete care, we have so many resources available to support you on your journey to better health.
That's right. If you're ready to take the next step, be sure to visit the Complete Care website or talk to your healthcare provider for personalized guidance. Shoot us an email at completeconversations@chcinj.org or give Complete Care a call at 856-451-4700.
To all of our amazing listeners, thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into healthy lifestyles. And as you go about your day, we'll leave you with this thought-provoking question. What's one small, healthy change you can make today based on what you've learned? Even a tiny step can make a world of difference on your path to a healthier, happier you. Thanks for tuning in.